And Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway matches last year's ratings as 7.3 million viewers tune in, despite fans slamming awful audio problems. And Deck's Saturday Night Takeaway returned to the small screen over the weekend and reached an average of 7.3 million viewers despite fans complaining of audio issues throughout the show. The Geordie duo have held on to their audience as they had the same average for the first show last year, although the 2020 peak of 8.4 million was higher than this year's 8.1 million. The figures make the show the second highest rating program of the year so far, outside of news and sport across any channel, only beaten by ITV's The Masked Singer. The 2021 series opened to 1.2 million 16 to 34 viewers, making it one of the highest rating programs of the year for this demographic, outside of news and sport. However, viewers were left unimpressed by audio issues during the program, with many complaining of background noise coming from the virtual audience. One user wrote, "The virtual audience noise is awful. Maybe someone could turn that audio off." Another added, "The audio levels from the virtual audience are annoying, they are drowning and Deck out while they are talking." Another said, "Watching #Saturday Night Takeaway and having the audience remote, which I totally get, makes it sound like there's a TV on in another room. It's horrible. Sort out the audio please." Other fans took to social media to ask why hosts Ant McPartlin and Declan Donnelly were not socially distancing during the show as they did not keep 2 meters apart. One user said, "How are Ant and Dec allowed not to practice social distancing," while another sarcastically added, "Nice to see the kids social distancing." Ant and Dec previously explained they have formed a cohort, meaning they're tested regularly and do not need to stand 2 meters apart. Opening the show, the pair came onto the stage to the cheers of the 300-strong virtual crowd, as Gary Barlow and Beverly Knight performed a song together. Gushing about being able to return, Ant said they were so excited to be back in the studio. "Things are going to be very different this year, but it's a privilege to bring you your Saturday Night Takeaway every week." Dec went on, "For the first time ever we can see into the living room live of 300 people all at the same time." Joking about how they didn't want the audience to misbehave while they were at home, he added, "Please all be decent, please." Earlier on, the Geordie duo starred in an amusing black and white montage that saw them bored at home for days as they waited for the return of the show, trying to keep busy with puzzles and baking banana bread. As the show kicked off, Ant and Dec began by surprising teacher Mrs. Crawley with an array of gifts, which they had done over the course of the year with the help of her current and previous students, to help celebrate her forthcoming retirement. The show was a star-studded affair, with the launch show seeing guests including Harry and Jamie Redknapp, It's a Sin star Ollie Alexander, Gary and Beverly all making an appearance. The pair were in the midst of rehearsals for the show Television Centre in West London, and revealed they've spent 6 months pre-recording content that will feature in the new series. Dec said, "The show's going to quite different, we have no studio audience here which is such an important part of Takeaway. We've got a virtual audience but it'll be very different. We've been getting the show together in very different circumstances. We've had lockdowns and restrictions in place. But we've managed in the last 6 to 8 months get enough VT stuff to get in the show, enough hidden camera stuff. We've got a series, it'll be different but hopefully no less fun and entertaining." Last year's series of Saturday Night Takeaway was forced to air its last live episode without an audience due to impending lockdown, and ended with 2 highlights shows.